Everyone, it's Emily Fox. Today's reading vlog is going to be 70% cat content because I am officially a grandma. I can't believe I went from 0 cat to a lot more than that very quickly. So yes, be prepared. I mean, I think that's what the people want anyway, all the kittens. So long story short, even though there will be books in this vlog, I'm starting a little late. We're actually Sunday. I usually starts on Saturdays, but yesterday, bright and early, the kitty, who is right here because she's still following me everywhere, even though she has kittens to take care of, she woke me up. I went to the bathroom at like 6 o'clock, and like as she did all the time, not so much right now, hopefully she starts again, she came to cuddle me after I went back to bed, and she was being weird. Like she wouldn't settle, and like instead of being like on my chest, like literally on my neck as she was doing now, she was like half on me, and I was like, wow, this is such an improvement. I'm actually happy. And then when I got up, I realized that her water just broke on my bed. So I'm grateful that it wasn't on me. But that started my weekend. Bright and early, straight up, rushed, grabbed everything I needed, tried to get her in the closet in my bedroom that I had just emptied exactly for this. And she actually tried to escape last minute to go and do that on the bathroom rug, because that was her safe place, which is actually kind of cute and sad. When she first got here, that's where she would sleep because, you know, hidden and warm. So she tried to go give birth there. But I had to bring her back, and I didn't want to carry her because she was pregnant, right? She was giving birth. So I just pulled the rug back in the room, and then she went back in the closet. So yes, everything went well for her. She did her thing. She was very nervous. I had to pet her the whole time. Otherwise, she would like try to get up and go somewhere else. So yes, last vlog at the end, you saw a few little clips. I tried to like insert everything. So first baby, all black. I can't distinguish. There are two black kitties, so I'm not sure yet who's who. But I will figure it out. Eventually I'll find differences, but they're babies right now, and like they're in the closet in the dark with mama, who's also all black, so like kind of hard to tell. So number one, big head on that thing. I don't think it has tums. I will have to confirm. The second one, which you also saw really quickly at the end of the vlog, is black and white. Finally, one that will be easy to distinguish. This is our tiny kitten. It's the smallest one. I will have to keep an eye on it just in case. I have already ordered kitten formula just in case, but it might just be like smaller. Anyway, we'll see. And then there was a third one that came out that was also all black, and I'm pretty sure that one has stubs. I haven't weighed them yet. I need to find, I have a food scale somewhere. I will weigh them just to, again, keep an eye on them. But right now Mama is very nervous, so I haven't been touching them or anything, and she's still following me around, like I said. So every time I leave the room for more than like a couple minutes, she comes and find me. So I'm assuming she's just nervous, not just a bad mom. Although maybe she's not very motherly. I know some cats can be, but she's been good so far. Just she can't be away from me, or I can't be away from her. So I will have to go and spend the whole day in that room again. I'm not sure what's gonna happen when the week happens, but we'll deal with that when we get there. But yes, I'm gonna spend my day there. It's okay, I have books to finish. And yes, that's the 3 kittens. So we have 3 kittens. At the end of the video, when I get to know them more and I have good clips of them, because again, right now they're in the dark and I don't want to like disturb them more than needed because Mama is nervous. By that time, I'm sure I will be able to distinguish them, have more clips, and we'll find names for all 4 of them. I do want to mention that there was a 4th one. Unfortunately, it didn't make it. And like, I already cried about it yesterday, so like I'm good now. But I think even though a few of you had mentioned it, that it could happen, and like I had read a bunch of stuff online to be prepared, and like I knew it could happen, I just didn't expect it to happen that way. Like I thought it was like you wake up one morning, unfortunately one of them, you know, I would have been sad, but not like traumatic, like having to Google what to do because there's a dead kitten stuck in your cat and your cat stopped moving. Trauma dumping a little bit, but yeah, that was rough. But Mama did well. Like as soon as the kitten was out, she got back to normal. She went back to take care of the other 3. So I guess, you know, I did everything I could, and like it's better than if she had been alone or like outside. So yeah, I'm obviously really sad about it, but At least Mama is okay, which was really my worry at that point. So yeah, that one was also all black with Tums, just like her. So anyway, we're gonna move on to the reading vlog, the books portion. Listen, last vlog I mentioned I'm still reading A Day of Fallen Night by Samantha Shannon, which I'm gonna put on screen. I am still waiting for the pre-ordered copy from Chapters, but they're having issues, so I will finish it before I receive my copy. But either way, it's such a gorgeous book. I want to own it. So far, I'm still really enjoying it. Obviously, things are getting really intense because it's the end of the book. Battle between good and evil, like the first book. This is the prequel. But so far, I'm enjoying it. And audiobook wise, I am, did I say 80 something? I think I'm almost 80% into the ebook. In the audiobook, I am 82, 83%, the change. I really, really love the beginning. I feel like it's slowed down a bit. And like at this point, I'm wondering what else is going to happen because it sounds kind of finished, but there's still, you know, a while to go through. So yeah, I think I'm going to be listening to the audiobook while I pet her because again, she seems to calm down a lot more when I'm here petting her while she's nursing. Otherwise, her pupils are like still this big. So yeah, that's my plan. I am pretty sure I will finish both of these, you know, really quickly and I'll be able to start something else, but we'll discuss that when we get there. And am I forgetting something? I do hope to organize the books I didn't do last week. Last week I was a mess, okay? I mean, I was a mess. I was so stressed about when it was going to happen, and now that it did, I slept horribly last night because I just wanted to be with the kittens because I had to close my door because she wakes me up throughout the night otherwise, and like I didn't want her to bring the kittens to me and like, you know, squish them to that. Like I anxiety clearly. So yes, but didn't happen. Everyone is doing well, and hopefully it will be the case. It's my first time dealing with kittens. I'm not a kitten person, by the way. I don't know about you, but like I was always planning on adopting 2 older cats from the SPCA because they're less popular and like they're chill. I like older cats. But here I am with 1 cat and 3 kittens. And I don't think she's that old. So even though apparently this is her 3rd litter, we're gonna get that fixed. But yeah. I will have a lot to deal with in the upcoming weeks. Ideally, I said I was going to keep 1 or try to keep 1 of the kittens. It's already like day 2 and I'm like, how am I gonna not keep all 3? Yeah, I'll see you throughout the week. I'll update you more often than I usually do because kittens, of course. So yeah. Good evening. The kittens have been I found my food scale. Okay, Mama's cuddling me. I don't know if you can hear her. She's still very, very needy. She was not eating, which made me very nervous because obviously she has to nurse 3 kittens. So I cracked and I gave her some chicken thighs because I had just put some out of the freezer and I feel like it's going to be all hers because I want to make sure she eats. I tried so many different, like you're supposed to give them kitten food, but her nursing, and she wants nothing to do with the 2 different brands I found her. I was able to find the brand that she likes for adult food from, so I'm gonna try that. Hope for the best, otherwise it's gonna be chicken thigh because I'm desperate. I want her to be okay. I did weigh the kittens. I'm gonna put them on the screen if you're interested. This is like their beginning weight on day 2. I'm gonna call them 1, 2, 3 throughout the vlog from now on. So in the order that I think they came out, first one being in the same order that I announced them in the beginning, basically. So big head, black one, who's a freaking bully, by the way. They've all been fighting for the 1 nipple. I have a few clips. I'll try to insert at least one so you can see them go. They are rootless to each other, which I mean, in nature makes sense, but like I've been trying to like redirect them a little bit. No, they don't care about all the other nipples. All they want is the one that the other one has. So I've been trying to protect the little one because again, the other ones are much bigger, but rootless. So yes, 2 being the small one, and then the 3rd one is the one that possibly has Tums. So they're all healthy weights, and now I have like a before so I can compare. They're supposed to gain about 10 grams a day, so keep that in mind whenever I say something else in the future. That's the goal, so that's why I'm feeding her chicken thighs. Fed is said is best, right? That's the expression, so it is what it is. I made some great progress with the audiobook. I think I'm going to finish it tonight. And the ebook probably either tonight or tomorrow, so I'll be able to pick something else right after. I wanted to mention that I tried to watch the movie The Wall. I read the book. Was it last week? Everything seems so far away now. And I can't find it in Canada. Like, I get that, like, it's a 10-year-old German movie. I get it, but I can't find it. I was really excited. I thought Hoopla, which is linked with libraries, had it, but it's not available. Tubi, not available. Google something, not available. Amazon Prime, I think, has it, but just in the US. I literally can't find it anywhere, and I really want to, like, the more I can't find, the more I want to watch it, right? My only solution right now would be to order a DVD, and I think I need an international. Do you hear those? International DVD player. I don't even have a DVD player, let alone like an international one. So like I would have to pay like 80 bucks to watch that movie, which like I'm not that desperate yet. So if you know where to watch it in Canada, let me know. But like right now I have no options. I did finish watching Yellow Jacket though. Like Jackets. Intense. If you're interested, intense. So yeah, that's the update. I think, did I forget something? I feel like those really bad fathers, you know, when they're at the hospital and they're complaining that the chair is uncomfortable, even though they're not the ones giving birth. That's me right now. She's a cat. She doesn't know. But oh my God, everything hurts. My butt, my legs, my back, my arms, because she wants me to pet her the whole time that she's nursing, and I want the kittens to be okay. So I obviously oblige, but everything hurts. I'm hoping I'm going to sleep better tonight, but yeah. I'm very excited. I know I'm complaining right now, but like I'm just very nervous about the whole situation. I spent my whole day sitting my ass here, so very happily, don't get me wrong. But I can't wait for them to be past the stage, like, I don't know, the first 2 weeks, the critical stage. And then I'll be able to chill a little bit. She's very nervous. I think she's making me nervous. Okay, it's all her fault. Maybe I'm making her nervous. But yeah, chicken thighs. I'm gonna try to trick her into eating the kitten food. I'm gonna mix it with her adult food. She also has wet food. Like, trust me, I'm trying to keep her fed. And technically, maybe she's not eating because she's had other things to eat. This whole thing was traumatizing. Like, I felt bad for her the whole time I was petting her when she was giving birth yesterday. And I was like, I promise you it's the last time you have to do this. Do you hear her? Hi, Mama. Okay, so she hates when I talk to the camera. I don't know why. If I'm talking to her, no problem. But if I'm talking to the camera, she I don't know, she doesn't like it. Hi, we're day 3. I wanted to update you on the kittens. Everything's going well. They're gaining weight. Actually, I have notes on my phone because I gotta make sure everyone is everyone. Although, to be honest, I still can't really distinguish the 2 black ones. I'm sure I'll find things, but like Mama is looking at me when I'm grabbing the kittens. Obviously I'm doing it right next to her, but like she's still like staring at me, and I don't want to upset her more than needed. She seems to be a little bit less nervous. She gives me a little bit more leeway. I can be away for like an hour, but after 2 she's coming right back and telling me I'm being a bad parent. So so they're gaining weight. In the last 24 hours the 2 bigger ones have gained almost 20 grams each. So I read online, I went back and looked, and I guess I'm gonna have chunky babies. It's okay. We want that. We want them to be healthy, and like gaining weight is key for that. And the black and white one gained 16, which is again still very, very good. So I feel so relieved that I'm gonna have chunky babies. Listen, I was so scared because literally the last 48 hours have taught me what I already knew, was that I am not made to have babies. I don't want kids. And this just made it so clear because I think I'm very sleep deprived already. I had nightmares last night, of course, with the kittens, as one does. But yeah, I don't have the patience. When I go and like, I make sure I see them drink every time I go see mom. I'll sit, I'll, pet her, and I want to see all three nursing. And it's been very frustrating because not only are they still fighting, all of them, they're also idiots. I have to remind myself they're babies, Emily. Like they're blind. Like are they deaf? I think they're deaf too. Anyway, I've been trying to guide them, but like there's a nipple there and they're and again they just go and fight someone else because if they found one, that means there is one. Yeah, they're testing me. They're testing me. Don't get me wrong, absolutely adorable, but like I'm sitting there literally for 15 minutes halfway in the closet trying to like help them. But yeah, it's been something, but they're getting chunkier. We like that. So that's a relief, but yeah, I don't have a lot of patience clearly, but I still can't deal with the little meows and like when they're dreaming, they're having little spasms. They're so cute. So cute. So yeah, so far they're adorable. If the biggest complaint that I have is that they can't find nipple, we're good. I think it's going to be a lot more work whenever they start moving around, which I'm not ready for that. So we're happy, but I'm pretty sure we have a bully on our hands. The one that I think doesn't have tongue, like basically the one that has a big head. I can't explain it. I feel like it also has like a different shape around the ears. That's basically how I think I've distinguished them. Always fighting everyone, literally everyone. So far I think it's also the heaviest one. Makes sense, but yeah, little poo-poo head. But I read on the internet that they will eventually just choose like their favorite nipple, so I'm hoping, it looks like the little one has decided that the front one, it's theirs, and it's fighting back. So again, we're okay. Book-wise, okay, I finished both books. Not that I had that much to do with my life this weekend, today too, but I mean, what's the point of showing you? I finished it. It was great. It was great. I really like her world. I really feel like the point of views were like my interest was more evenly distributed than in book one. It's still, a big battle between good and evil dragons. Book one was a little gay. That's what a lot of people were saying. And like, yeah, it was a little gay. This one was full on gay. Very gay. I really liked it. I am happy with the ending. I did feel like towards the end it felt slightly long, and I don't know if it's because I've been in a reading slump for the last while, but I finished it, so it can't be that bad. But yeah, I think I'm gonna round it down to a 4. I don't know yet if it's gonna be a 4.25, 4.5. Like, it's a really solid book. It's just the reading slump and like clearly the chaos of becoming a grandma overnight. So yeah, it was great. I do like it, do recommend it. I do think it's going to be really popular and for a good reason. I'm looking forward to trying more by the author. I have the Bone season by her on my shelf, and I will be trying that series. I think that series is going to be like 7 books long, but I do have the first 1 or 2, so I will try that. But yes, definitely very, very much recommend it. Can't wait to actually own my copy. But that's a different story. And I also finished the audiobook. The change kind of similarly, I feel like towards the end it slowed down. The beginning of this, I would say like the first third was a solid 5 stars. Solid 5 stars. And after that, I feel like my interest kind of went up and down. I did really like the characters, but it felt too long somehow, even though it's not really a long audiobook. I do still recommend it. You're following mainly these 3 older women, and at first you feel a lot of female rage. They're going through menopause and like they're just over it. A lot of things that has happened in their lives. You kind of see an overview of that, and at the same time there's a storyline of there's the body of a young girl that is found, and then they try and help to figure out who did it, get their revenge, blah blah blah. And it was really good, but again towards the end kind of lost interest. I think I'm gonna round it up to a 4. It's probably like 3.75. It's solid, but again, the reading slump, it's been awful, like one of the worst ones I've had on Booktube. I think it's mostly gone. It will depend what happens again with the kittens. I think I will be easily distracted, but yeah, I thought my microphone was off. Clearly, I'm a ball of anxiety right now. So yes, that's how it went. I did start another audiobook, which let me tell you the exact name, Moon of the Crusted Snow. In that one, I believe it's like horror post-apocalyptic. You're following the story through a native character, like they're on the reservation. So I don't know how I'm going to feel about that one yet. It's about 7 hours. So I think that while I pet the cat while she nurses, I'm going to go through this pretty quickly. And in a bit, I need to do a few adult things, but in a bit, I'm going to start the next book, which I've been dying to read. Actually, I wanted to read The Kind Worth Saving by Peter Swanson, but it hasn't arrived yet. Again, chapters. When I get it, I'm going to read it. I thought I would have time to like binge read that one. You know, it's probably going to take me like 2-3 days max. But yeah, it's not here. So I'm going to start the Remnant Population, or just Remnant Population, which is our Patreon book club pick of the month, and I'm dying to read it. Basically, older female character who she did all the things. She got pregnant, had the babies, she got married before all that, actually raised the babies, her husband passed away, and now she just wants to be left alone. So like, you know, and they're living on a planet and they're being kicked off by the corporation that owns it, but she decides to stay behind, and then people that are coming back from the corporation at one point get all killed by, and then she realizes that she's not the only thing on the planet. So I'm assuming aliens, but I don't know how much they're going to play into that, but I'm a big first contact with alien person too, so whatever it is, I'm all for it. I feel like after reading The Wall, I was trying to look for something a little bit similar, and like maybe a little bit, I don't know. I'm on a kick with older female characters, so I think I'm gonna like that one. A few of you actually told me that you finished it already and loved it, so I'm like, perfect. We want to kick the reading slumps, but far, far away. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go eat and play with kittens. Okay, so day 4 update. Everything's going well. I'm gonna insert more clips because they're finally not so much in the dark, and I'm able to have good clips because Mama's calmed down mostly. Maybe it was harsh saying that she was possibly a bad mother, just not motherly. She clearly still comes and get me all the time when I get distracted for too long. But she's taking good care of them. They've been growing. She's still not super big on eating, but I've been feeding her chicken once a day because I'm a sucker and I want to make sure that everyone's going to be okay. But they've been gaining almost 20 grams a day, so nice. Yeah, that's kind of where we're at. I also made some great progress with the audiobook. I didn't realize it was going to be so quick. I'm listening to it at like 1.75, which sounds fast, but like it's not that fast for this one specifically. So far it's very chill, post-apocalyptic. You don't really know what happens because they're isolated, right? So I think it's going to be different from everything else I've read, which would be nice. I'm a bit tired of post-apocalyptics being the same. That's why I've been trying to find actually more chill ones. So this is what I wanted. And I started the book with the grumpy old woman, and she is grumpy. And again, that makes it just very interesting in those circumstances. I just haven't met the aliens yet. I think I'm at chapter 4. I just started it, but so far, yeah, I think I'm gonna like it. So that's good. I think I'm finally relaxing. I was so nervous. I mean, can you blame me? A bunch of kittens. I received the kitten formula today. I was kind of worried at first because the little one, they're finally not fighting as much and not struggling as much to find nipples, so I'm feeling great now about it. But yeah, I've received a formula, so listen, I would rather have it just in case and not need it than, you know, not have it and need it. In worst case scenario, whenever I go to the SPCA, which I don't even want to think about, I'll donate it. I'm sure they'll take it with I got little syringes for them. But yeah, looks like I might not need them, which very good problem to have. But yeah, that's where we're at. Very chill update today. Nothing big. I did post on Instagram, the first official post, and everyone thinks they're adorable because yes, of course they are. But yeah, I think it's because I finally calmed down a little bit. But yeah, I'm hoping to finish the 2 books. Can you imagine if I finished 4 books in one vlog? A kitten vlog too. I would be very proud of myself. But yeah, tonight I'm going to take it a bit more chill. I'm going to try to read a bit and spend time with the kittens because I haven't seen them as much today and I miss them. I miss mama cat, she hasn't been cuddling me much. Like, I used to have to like tell her enough is enough because she was so cuddly and like I had to do things. And she was like aggressively wanting pets. So I don't know. It's okay. It's okay. She just had babies. I'm gonna go and cuddle her. And yeah, see you tomorrow. I have some news for you. Hi, day 5. I think I can officially fully distinguish them now. I'm the first one, number 1. So number 1 doesn't have a tongue. I was confused at first because it has like the nail, but it doesn't have like an actual tongue. So that's number 1. The big head, the bully, which seems to have mostly calmed down. I feel like he's mostly fighting, and I'm saying he because I'm pretty sure it's a boy. I did stare at the butt. Okay, I googled it, and like they're still very young, so it's hard to tell. But I think the black ones are boys. So he's still a bully, but he's basically fighting the other black ones, which it's fine. They're both chunky, so they can fight it off and leave the little one alone. So yes, that's the first one. The second one, the black and white one, has been growing really well, over 15 grams a day. Yay. Closer to like 20 more and more. And people are starting to ignore her, I think, actually. Starting to ignore her, so she has her favorite nipple and she's left alone, so she's been growing steadily. She's the most talkative one, by the way. I knew right away when she came out. First off, she came out backward, okay? And all I saw at first was a leg doing this out of mom, so and she meows very loudly. So that's the second one. In the third one, which is the big news, I can only see, yes, that it has a tongue. Not only see that it has a tongue, but I think it has a white spot on its chest. And I think it's a boy too. So I think once, they're up and about, you guys are going to be able to recognize them because of that. I'm fairly certain the other one doesn't. Again, I haven't been playing, like, holding them that much because Mama's still a bit nervous when I weigh them. So I, like, quickly try to see if I see something. But yes, I think that's mostly the differences. That one doesn't seem as much of a bully as the other one. Although I think it's her, how to say that in English? Précoce, like... Oh, mama. I think it's a like do things faster than everyone else one, because it purrs when it's drinking milk. I didn't know they could purr this early. I tried to record it, but you literally can't hear, I think, because mama's purring too. So, but it's a different sound and it's just so cute. And from close, that one looks almost a bit tiger-ish. It's probably going to be fully black, but I just compare them. It looks not as dark as the other one, so try to give you tips to recognize them in the clips. I don't know how much you're going to see in the clips. There she is. But yes, they're so cute. But yes, it purrs. And what else? Okay, I'm trying to not get worried about it, but of course, anxiety. Hi, mama. Third one, number 3, has been sneezing a little bit, and I am terrified. I don't want them to get sick. I don't want them to bring them to the vet like a crazy person right away, but I'm going to keep an eye on it. Trust me. I'm hoping it's nothing. It could be like her hair is very ticklish, okay? She has the finest hair I've ever seen on a cat. Like, she's super, super soft, but like if I use a brush, there's barely any hair that comes off because her hair is so thin, but she's a beauty. Look at her. Ugh. Ugh. So yes, I don't remember what I was saying. Oh, sneezing. I just finished stressing out. I was done stressing out, I felt very confident that everything was okay now. And now we have a sneezing kitten. I can't like isolate it because they're day 5. Like, they're 5 days old. Like, I can't separate them, so we're gonna have to cross our fingers that they're gonna be okay. I don't even understand how they would get sick. But she doesn't seem sick. She hasn't been outside in like 3 weeks. So, yeah. We'll see, but yeah. Trying not to worry about it. So far, it's just sneezing. There's no other symptoms, and that chunky baby gained 23 grams in the last 24 hours. So, like, if it hasn't lost its appetite, I think we're okay, but yeah. Books wise, I made some progress with the alien one, which there's definitely a first contact, by the way, which I wasn't sure if there would be. And yes, they're like, she's getting to know the aliens, I guess. And she treats them like they're annoying children because she's very grumpy. And so far it's good. And the other audiobook, I'm going through it super fast. I think I'm 60% into it. So that's pretty crazy. But so far it's good. There's always that one effer in post-apocalyptic books, right? I just, like, realistically speaking, I wouldn't beat up anyone. I am not equipped for it. But I wish people would when I read these books. Like, why don't you just kill him right away, you know? Anyway, that's the update. Yeah. Trying to chill a little bit. Mama doesn't seem very nervous, clearly, and she, as you can guess, is still following me around. She's, yeah. Is there a white spot on the wall? Did I miss a spot when painting? Uh-oh, I think it's the desk that hit. You didn't see it. Right, kitty? Yeah, she's done with me too, so I don't blame her. Oh, side eye. I didn't say anything. So yeah, I will see you tomorrow. I feel like my updates have been like go just talking, but like I'll have inserted clips of the babies because really this is all we care about, myself included. But she doesn't like when I'm talking with the babies. I don't know. I'm not questioning it. So we're gonna do this as a voiceover because priority is the comfort of everyone else, not us humans. So I can't wait though for them to, well, I'm gonna regret saying that, but I can't wait for them to like start moving so I can like record them, and it's gonna be even more entertaining. Right now it's just cuteness overload, but soon it's gonna be like them doing things and I'm gonna try to record them. But yeah, I really want to finish emptying that room. Like it was my bedroom, not anymore. But I had emptied a closet, but I'm wondering if maybe it's a bit dusty, and like of course I brought the air purifier, the humidifier. I don't really feel okay vacuuming with the babies, so maybe I'll just use like a microfiber cloth and like go around them. I don't know. But yeah, eventually I will have to finish cleaning up because I want to have space for them to be able to walk around. I'm getting ahead of myself. They're 5 days old, Emily. I think they're going to start opening their eyes in a couple days. And then after that, maybe start getting up a little bit. But it's probably going to take another like 2 weeks before they really move around. So I'm probably not prepared for this. But yeah, that's it. Enough talking. I'm just... all the kittens, all the kitties. Mama? Why not to show people? Show the people how cute you are. Look how pretty she is. Your eyes are watery. Uh-oh. Did you give something to your babies? Are you sick? Are you sick? That's not good. You better not have gotten something to your babies. I'm gonna be worried. Let's go see your babies. What a day. I wanted to update you. We are day 6, so Thursday. And I didn't update you throughout the day because I was very nervous. I woke up to 3 sneezing kittens. Nothing excessive, but you know, I'm obviously anxious about this whole situation. And number 3 had a little bit of like discharge and like crustiness around one eye, like just a little bit, but you know, obviously freaked me out a little bit. Cleaned it up, and then I was able to come back later on and nothing back, no crustiness back. So crossing all my fingers and toes. Again, not a ton of sneezing, but just a little bit to make me nervous. To be honest, there's no way mom got any vaccines literally ever. And when I got her here, I couldn't because she was pregnant, right? So we're gonna have to wait. I'm just hoping that, I'm assuming she had something, even though she didn't have really symptoms. Although now I've noticed that sometimes I can hear her breathing. So I'm assuming that means that they probably have, from my Googling research, URI, which is like a upper respiratory infection, which is basically like the cold. So as long as it stays just that, it should be okay. Just that they're very young, so it's not, you know, great. But I'm hoping that mom will have some antibodies in her milk, and maybe. So the one reason I'm not freaking out at the moment is that as long as they don't have, secondary infection like bacterial infection, there's no need for antibiotics, and they still have an appetite. We have 3 really chunky babies. The smallest one, the black and white one, gained 20 grams in the last 24 hours, which is double, the minimum. So we're doing great. And the one that is the most sick, even though he's not very sick, but the most sick one gained 26 grams. So very chunky baby. So as long as they have an appetite, they can't be that sick. I feel it's reassuring, right? So yeah, that's the only reason I'm not freaking out. That plus the crustiness did not come back. Obviously we'll have to depend on whatever tomorrow looks like, but one day at a time. I'm going to obviously keep monitoring them. But the fact that they've gained a good amount of weight and that it didn't come back, even if it does come back, as long as it doesn't become, like green and like sneezing, like stuff out. Clearly, I'm still nervous, but like a little bit reassured. Again, they're just 6 days old, so like this is rough, starting it rough, but there's no need for any intervention so far, and we're hoping it's gonna stay that way. Anyway, I'm gonna continue reading. I'm at chapter 13. I'm trying to get the spot with one hand, which is page 187. And things are getting kind of weird. I wasn't expecting it to be like, it's the first contact with aliens, definitely, which I didn't know from, just the synopsis, but it's definitely first contact with aliens, kind of getting to know the aliens. And she's still her grumpy self, but so far, still very much enjoying it. I think there's, oh, you can kind of see, there you go. So I'm a little bit past halfway point. I want to read a little bit, but I'm not sure how much I'll be able to. Like, I don't know about you, but I'm someone that I cannot read. Hopefully I wasn't blocking sound. I'm not someone that can read when I'm really stressed, even though I kind of read for enjoyment, but like if I'm too stressed, I can't focus. So I think I might rewatch everything, everywhere, all at once, for the good feels. But I'm going to try to read, at least like 2 chapters or something before I do that. But yeah, that's the update. And I just heard the air fryer that has a chicken thigh in it for the kitty. Maybe that's why she wasn't super hungry, by the way. If she does have the cold, like her sense of smell, right? So listen, she's clearly making some milk to make those fat babies. So, but we're going to keep it that way. Unfortunately, I'm probably starting something I will regret, because she's been having some chicken every day this week. But she deserves it. Okay. She's so tiny. And those babies are getting big. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. And oh my gosh, I can't even speak. Crossing all my fingers that they get better really quickly, because they're 6 days old. Poor babies, already sick. Anyway, there's nothing else to do, so. Good morning. I wanted to update you because I'm a little bit relieved. Last night, the number 3, the sick one, made noise at me, and I thought it was hissing, and I Googled it. And now, of course, the internet freaked me out. Please don't do that in the comment section. I'm freaked out enough. And people were like, no, kittens that age don't hiss. They're panting, like they're struggling to breathe. So, of course, I freaked out a little bit. I think it was my hair products. Like, I just showered my hair, washed my hair. Anyway, so this morning at like 4, I woke up stressing about it, and I went and checked on them. And they weren't doing it until mom walked away and I was close. Then both of the black ones hissed. They're hissing. They're hissing. The good news is that no eye discharge for any of them, nor nose one. They've all gained weight. The chunky one, number 3, is still in the 20 something. I think it was like 23 grams in the last 24 hours. And the small one might not be the small one for long. It gained 18 grams. And number 1, the bully, only gained 13 grams in the last 24 hours, which is still perfectly normal. Again, the 24-hour prior to that, it gained 20 grams. So it's fine. I'm going to keep an eye on it. Trust me, I'm worried enough as it is, but I'm allowing myself to feel like things are going to be okay right now. And the best of the best news is that Mama, we're finally besties again. She didn't cuddle me all week. She was obviously following me around, and she would like rub herself on my legs, but she wouldn't do biscuits on me. And like, I am such a poo-poo head too, because I was complaining last week that she was like way too much, like a cuddle bug. Like she was always on my chest and she would do biscuits multiple times a day on me. And like eventually it hurts, okay? It's always like on my chest, on my neck. And like it was a bit too much. I was getting bruised. But she didn't do it at all this week. And I was like, oh, maybe that was just how she was when she was pregnant. And this morning, well, last night a little bit. And this morning she cuddled me. She made biscuits. Not a lot, but still cuddled me. She still lay next to me in bed. So I was like, okay, we're good. We're still besties. She's currently drinking at her favorite spot. So yeah, I feel a bit better. Honestly, I mean, it's not done. I'm going to keep monitoring all weekend, but just the fact that discharge this morning is such a good sign. I'm very happy. Plus the purring, but these little hissing at me. Maybe they just don't like my hair products, but like hissing. I'm going to try to record it. Might not be easy to do, but they're definitely hissing. Okay, so my phone got full, but look at them fight. Never ends. It's always the black ones. I have to intervene because this is ruthless. Oh, a little sneeze. Why are you sneezing too? She's unbothered completely. They're always fighting. Do you hear the purring? That's the baby. The technique is still all over the place. Poor Mama, so patient. Oh my god. Rootless, number one. Stop fighting. There's enough for everyone. See how soft she is. You were just so aggressive. But you only gained 13 grams in the last 24 hours, so go ahead. Clearly, this is definitely working. This is what I have to deal with all day, every day. My phone is full of these clips. I have to actually empty it, but they're exhausting. Hi, day 7. I wanted to update you and show you, not the cat, but these two things, because I forgot to show you yesterday. 2 days ago, actually. I've received my books that I had pre-ordered from Chapters, so Indigo. I never remember if you're supposed to say one or the other. Yes, Mama is still following me. We'll come back to that later on. We're during my lunch break right now, so I'm gonna open these because I'm really excited to finally get them and be able to read them. So, okay. The chunky one first because we know what's in there. How gorgeous is this? But man, why would you put a sticker on it? I'm going to try to remove that later on. Don't want to damage anything by rushing, but look how stunning this is. I can't believe I'm getting it once I'm done with it, but whatever. I think I'm going to try to put it like front facing on my shelf because it's so pretty. But it was good. It was good. Honestly, I'm going to miss that world. Hopefully she does bring out more, even though I'm usually a hater of authors making a standalone book a series, but I really love that world, so whatever. And the second one, I think it's going to be the book I'm going to be reading soon. Oh gosh. Ooh. Is it? Yeah, I'm talking like I've ordered 50 books. I knew what it was. what I was supposed to be reading right now, but I am over 50% into the other one. So I'm at chapter, I don't even remember. I forget. I swear my brain has been like kitten. Kittens only content. So I think what I'm going to do is that this weekend, I might do like just a weekend reading vlog, and I'll be try to read this in a whole weekend and then give you more cat content, because throughout the week, I'm going to be honest, it's really hard with work. I feel like I'm just going to see them, quickly, trying to make sure they're drinking, they're nursing, and that everything's okay, trying to make her eat. She didn't want the kitten food from the other barn either. I gave up. I tried to mix, those tubes of like really smelly treat that the cats love. I tried to like mix that in her kitten food. She didn't want it. So I've kind of given up. She's eating though, just not a ton, but she's eating. As long as the chunky babies are staying chunky, we're fine. I'm hearing her eat right now, so we're good. But yes, the point is, I think I'm going to try to do a weekend vlog, and I'm going to stay home. Let's be honest. I started my period. I don't want to do anything. It's super dark outside. It's been dark all week. So I think reading this, maybe I will try to binge watch something too. I'll figure it out. I think The Glory season 2 came out. I might try to watch it. We'll see. We'll figure it out. Honestly, I will be doing absolutely nothing except kittens and read and, magic bag and watch a TV show. So that's the plan for the next vlog, I think. So I'm going to try to have more kitten content. I'm sure I will have inserted a lot in here, but, I didn't want to overdo it. But then I'm sure I just said that, and so you're like, dude, that's impossible, kittens. Which I agree. But yes, this weekend, next vlog is going to be a weekend vlog of doing all the comfy, snuggly things with the kittens, with me in a magic bag. I don't know where I'm going with this, but yes, I will try to have more cat content. And I did weigh them this morning. They're doing okay. Actually, Bully is the one. Number one is the one that hasn't gained as much weight as the other ones, but I was actually starting to think I should weigh them every 24 hours instead of 12 until the sickness thing of yesterday. So I kept going. So right now there's only the number one that grew the least, but I feel like it depends if it won the nipple or not. I'll update you a bit later tonight because I'm trying to finish the book. I don't think it's going to happen, but we're going to try. And the audiobook, how far am I? I'm literally about to be done. I have like 30 minutes left, so I'll definitely be done and tell you how I feel about it, which so far. So yeah. I feel like I've been so all over the place this week. It's been a lot, but as long as they are healthy, I'm happy. So I was very impatient and I weighed the kittens right now. Yesterday I did it late, so it's not 24 hours, it's more like 17 hours. But number one, the Bully hasn't gained as much weight as usual. Like it was gaining like 20 grams a day, and I'm probably overreacting, but they're 7 days old, so this is critical time. I think it's the first 10 days, so chicken thighs to the rescue and my hand to make sure they all nurse. Hi, this is going to be the last update because I am so tired. I did finish the audiobook. Let's start with that. Moon of the Crusted Snow. This was good. I was saying post-apocalyptic native on a reservation. I like that it was a quick read, it was an easy read. I enjoyed that it was a bit more, I don't want to say calm, chill, but a little bit. I feel like sometimes some post-apocalyptic books are very, very intense and like big wars, and like this isn't the case with this one since you're kind of isolated with the community. They don't know what happened. They just got cut off. No more electricity. They stopped receiving any like food or anything. And then 2 kids that were in a school not too far came back, said that, things went crazy. And that's kind of what's going on with that, them trying to survive, and sometimes people showing up. And I was enjoying it. The only thing is it's way too short. And I looked, and the physical book is like 200 pages. which probably explained why it felt so short. I feel like the average book is at least 300, so it felt a bit like I wanted it to be a bit more fleshed out, but I did really enjoy the touches of like natives, having native characters, and like seeing how that influences their views. And I kind of got a flashback of watching The Last of Us, the episode with the native characters, which were great. But I feel like it makes sense. Like in a situation like that, they would know how to survive more than the average person here. So yes, I think I'm gonna give it 3.5, just too short, but I don't know if I'm gonna round it up or down. I'm gonna give myself a little bit of time because right now I am dead. I don't know if you can hear it. My chicken thigh is cooking in the air fryer because I am exhausted. The other one I fed, well, most of it to the cat, the rest is in the fridge, and she finally ate properly, and then I sat my ass on the floor halfway in the closet because I wanted to see all 3 kittens nurse. And I don't know if they had just drank, they were kind of sleepy and not cooperating. Like I wasn't, you know, forcing them or anything, but just watching them, everything hurts right now. But it was worth it because I saw all 3 of them nurse. However, this had to happen. So yeah, clearly, I'm not going to do that all day, every day. But I have a feeling it doesn't help that mom is following me everywhere all day. So I think I'm gonna make more of an effort, since it's the weekend now, to go and like see her every hour just to see that they do nurse. It might be a bit excessive. I'm clearly anxious about the whole situation. I feel like this whole vlog is me having like ups and downs. To be fair, I'm sure most of us would. I just want them to be okay, you know? And I'm getting sick, and like they're not sneezing that much. And like there's only one that has a little bit of discharge for his eyes, and like I'm gonna obviously continue doing what I'm doing, but it looks like it's not necessarily getting worse. I just want to make sure to eat properly. But like I was saying earlier, I feel like they gain more weight throughout the night, so tomorrow morning when I wake up, I'll weigh them and I'll reassess the whole situation. If it doesn't, I'm gonna try the kitten formula. If that doesn't work, then I'll have to move on to the next step. But I'm probably overthinking it. Hopefully I am. But yes, I've seen all of them nurse. Eventually they did spread a little bit more. But yes, that's that. That's my last update because I need a mental break right now for tonight. And I'll see you in my next vlog. I'll keep you updated in there with the kitten situation. And I will finish the book during that vlog, my weekend. The sci-fi book, and then I'll probably be able to start the Peter Swanson book. So yay, what a fun week. I hope you enjoyed the kitten content. I promise there will be more now. They're bigger, however, again, it will depend on everything that happens with them. If everything goes well, I'll have plenty of clips. If not, I might have to get a vet. No, let's not think that. Everything's gonna be okay. I will see you next vlog. Bye.